I was craving chocolate chip cookies and I thought, why not spread the love? This is a recipe that I've been perfecting for 2 years now, and not to toot my own horn, but in my opinion, they are the best chocolate chip cookies I have ever tried. They're perfectly sweet, perfectly soft, perfectly chewy, and most importantly, made with love. And this is how I make them. In a large mixing bowl, start off by adding 8 ounces or 1 cup of salted butter. Use 100% grass-fed or Irish butter for the best flavor. Then add 1 cup of granulated sugar, 1.5 cups of dark brown sugar, unpacked, and 2 teaspoons of salt. Using a hand mixer, start to blend this all together. Since the butter is in a solid state, this will take some time, but you want the butter to be as cold as possible for the best texture on your cookies. So a little patience is worth it. You can stop when the mixture is made up of pea-sized bits or smaller, but if there are any large chunks of butter that didn't quite get mixed in, feel free to break them up with your fingers. Next, add 2 eggs and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and again blend that around until it is fully incorporated and well mixed. After that, grab a fine mesh strainer. If you don't have one, it's okay, but this is the best way to incorporate the dry ingredients into the wet. Placing the strainer over the bowl, add 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour and 1 teaspoon of baking soda, then sift it in with the rest of the ingredients. Mix it all together, but make sure not to overmix because this will result in drier and cakier cookies. So stop when it is just combined. Here's footage of me wondering if I should just use my hands because this spatula is extremely flimsy, but resisting the urge because I don't want the internet to think I'm gross. In the end, the intrusive thoughts won. We use our hands to knead bread dough. I don't see the big deal in using our hands to knead cookie dough also. When the dough is fully combined, go ahead and add 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips and mix that all together, preferably with a sturdier spoon this time. Then you're going to want to let your dough chill. If you do not let it chill, these cookies will come out very flat, shapeless, and just not as flavorful. So I do recommend letting them rest in the fridge for at least 30 minutes. To make sure mine chilled as much as possible, I scooped them into balls, placed them on the tray, and covered it with plastic wrap because the smaller pieces will allow it to chill faster. I actually let mine rest for 2 hours because colder is better, and who needs cookies at 9 o'clock in the morning anyways. Then I took the rest of my cookie dough and divided it into 3 baggies and 1 glass container. The thing is, cookie dough lasts in the fridge 3 to 4 days, and we're a family of 2. So I always put away most of the cookie dough into the freezer and use it as needed. Then when we want cookies, we just bake them 3 at a time, 2 for husband and 1 for me. And the benefit is we never overdo it on cookies because we're always only baking what we plan on eating that day. And even if we did want more, it's going to take another 20-minute process to make them. So it keeps us from overdoing it. And they are fresh out of the oven every time we eat them, which is probably the best part. So I highly recommend you try only baking what you need for that day and then making the rest as you want them. As you wait for your cookies to chill, feel free to entertain yourself by making crazy faces at your husband when you think he's not looking. Planning, writing, and publishing a New York Times best-selling novel. Or cleaning up the gigantic mess that you made while preparing the cookie dough. That last one is so boring. When the 2 hours had passed, I took my tray out of the fridge and popped it in the oven. I like to do 325 degrees Fahrenheit for 16 minutes. Your oven may be a little bit different than mine, but know that I like mine soft and chewy, not crispy. You know your cookies are perfectly done when the edges start to get a crispy texture. The middle is still soft, but has lost its gooey, shiny gleam. Take them out and let them cool for 10 minutes. They actually finish cooking during the cooling process. Plate them up and get ready to enjoy the best chocolate chip cookies of your life. I hope. Crispy edges, soft center, so good. You guys have to let me know if you try this recipe. I'll be very proud. If you like chocolate chip cookies, then there's a 1% chance that you also like cozy fall homemaking, so make sure to check out that video next, right here. Hit that subscribe button for more videos around simpler living, biblical femininity, and the art of homemaking. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one.